This is one of my favorite spaces at Curiosity Cape Town, and I've got many, but this one really, I think it's the colors of this particular room itself. You'll see it's got basically a pinkish sunset color that really represents, the sunsets of Cape Town. So yeah, each room really has different hues. I think this one stands out. So I started Curiosity when I was 21 years old. I'm 29 years old now. We started in Johannesburg, we grew to Durban, and now we're in Cape Town and in other parts of South Africa. And really, each Curiosity is designed to represent the history, the heritage of the cities that we are in. When I was in Johannesburg, it was really representing the industrial chic, raw, the mining of Joburg. We went to Durban, and then, the banana leaves were influencing the space as well as the breeze block. And now we're here in Cape Town, and really in Cape Town, we're trying to reimagine what a black space in Cape Town should be, but also allowing the architecture of this particular building to define the space, So we went out into Greenpoint and looked at the colonial arch structures, which you'll find in our headboard designs, but also put an African fabric to decolonize that old architecture. And when we're also looking at the particular building and the property that we've set up, Curiosity, it was built in 1990. Really at the time, the designers or architects didn't have advanced material or machinery designing the spaces, so you'll see some of the walls askew. And when we looked at the architecture of the building, we're like, okay, let it lead. When I personally reflect, firstly, I believe that we are descendants of African griots, storytellers, writers, poets, and that nothing really exists without the context. So I'm a Pan-Africanist at core and at heart. And when I look at it really, with my architectural language or design language, I've always been inspired by how we reside in Africa, in concentric circles, and letting history of these spaces define our future really. So I always go back to that base of, our African heritage, our African history, and also what does future Africa look like? As I've grown and elevated my design and architectural palette, there's many other principles like the wabi-sabi philosophies, less is more, letting environments, nature, the space that we're in lead in terms of just design and aesthetic.